The time has come to eat some crow, that is, figuratively, not real crows. But the time has come to review the Polaroid Hi-Print. Yes, this guy right here. I told you if I picked this up, I would make a review video. Let's dive into it.
You know the type of guy that was a jock in high school but ended up becoming a huge nerd? You know, someone that's not afraid to make a fool of themselves on the internet. And someone that likes to shoot Polaroid a little too much. Did I say huge nerd? You know, just an ordinary, everyday guy. Well, that's me. I'm just another Chris.
Not too long ago, I made a video reviewing this, the Polaroid Mint, which that video did way better than I thought I was actually going to do. And I talk massive trash about the Hi-Print. If it uses the same technology and print style as the Mint. And if it didn't, then, I was going to make a video. Well, here we are in 2021 and $600 richer. I present to you the Polaroid Hi-Print. And it doesn't suck. It actually uses a different technology for its photo process. It uses a dye sublimation, which involves paper and color foil inside a cartridge. So what does this all mean exactly? Well, with the power of science, it provides vivid and beautiful photos. When you look at the photos from the Hi-Print versus the Mint or the zinc paper, it's like night and day difference. There is a massive difference, not in size, but also in quality. The photos is a 2x3, which is the same size as the Instax Mini, just without, the border. Check that out. Same size. You can also peel off the back of the pictures just like you could on the zinc paper and, got yourself a little sticker. Worth noting though, over time they do curl, and same with the zinc. I didn't mention that in the previous video. I had no idea, but that's because of the sticker. All right, enough about the photos. Let's talk about the unit itself. This could be a plus or minus depending on your preferences, but it's not a camera like this one was or is. Take a picture and it prints it out. It's not like that. This is a wireless printer that you connect to with your phone. And this bad boy will run you $99, and a 20 pack of photos will cost you $16. So it's in line with the Instax Mini line of photos. It's just not quite as instant because you have to connect to your phone and print it. It's not quite the same. It has a built-in rechargeable lithium 620 milliamp hour battery, which will get you about 20 prints per charge. I guess for a pocket-sized printer, that's not too bad, but it takes about an hour for it to fully charge from dead to 100%. You can also plug it in and use it. I haven't printed more than 10 photos while it's still plugged in and charging, so your results could vary. I never fully tested that out just yet, but leave a comment if you have any insight on that. I would love to know. To load it is really simple. You just flip down the door, take your cartridge, and you slide it in. Close it. It's really simple. That's it. To print your photos, you will need a phone or tablet. This doesn't make much sense to me, and it kind of bugs me, but Polaroid has an app that you use to connect to their Polaroid Lab, OneSet Plus, and other cool things, but you have to use a completely different app to use the Hi-Print. Why? I don't understand it. But once you're in the app, it's a really easy process. You just choose a photo that you took, and you do get a few basic editing options, and then you hit print. That's simple. It's really, really awesome. It does take a little while to print it, and here's what it looks like in real time. It will do several passes, applying each color at a time, and then a protective layer. Once it's done printing, you can touch it right away. It won't smudge or smear the image in any way or form. So, big question is, who is this for? Well, I would say that this has a place for all ranges, from pros to beginners. If you're a working professional, this gives you some cool and creative ways to give something to someone right there on the spot. Like, let's say you're shooting a wedding. You could print the photos right on the spot and hand them to your clients. That way they have something on the day they can walk away from. It's pretty cool. Also for kids, it's a simple, durable, and easy way for them to share photos like the old-fashioned way, and it won't break the bank. like a Polaroid camera might, because film's expensive there. Now, there is something I feel that I need to mention. Polaroid has always been bad for the environment. It's just facts. It's just the way it is. There are some ways that I will get into a little video later in the future on how to help and aid in the impact that waste that is produced by the film packs, but I will get into that at a later time. But the Hi-Print produces a single cartridge, which looks like less than a regular pack film, but upon closer look, it's a huge chunk of plastic with a few metal bits on here. A huge freaking waste. And it has all the film that's stored from each color in here as well. So not much you can actually reuse from this. It's just garbage. But also worth noting, all of the photos you took are actually visible on each colored sheet. So if you're a privacy nut, then this is something you would want to keep in mind and maybe destroy it somehow before you throw this away. I don't know, but so if I took this roller and rolled some of this film out, you can see just how many layers there are that go into this. So you have your blues, you have your reds, you have your yellows, and a clear one, which is actually a protective coat, which is the final one that goes on here to keep the picture from smearing and coming off. But as you look through the film, you can actually see the images that you printed with it. I mean, it's neat, but if you're into, keeping your privacy, this is something that you might want to take into account. If you throw this away and people knew what to look for, then they can see your photos. But just look how much waste there is just on one little single roll. This is 2 photos, by the way. What I'm showing you right here, this right here is 2 photos. Something to keep in mind, guys. I tried my best to promote and always practice good ways to help the environment. So buying this is worth knowing all the aspects of what you're getting into. I feel it's my duty to let you know that. Are you going to pick one of these up? Let me know in the comments. And let me know how you're planning to be creative with it, because I have some fun plans that I may or may not make a video on. So be sure to subscribe to find out. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, get out there, make some art.